It is high noon in the beautiful city of Rock, South Carolina. Excuse me. And you're in the 17 Radio, iHeartRadio, Rosemary's World of Cannabis. As soon as we bring this public service announcement to you, we'll be right back. Get ready because we got a good one for you today.
Are you feeling like a shadow of yourself? Is your mood on its way down? You could be suffering from low THC, also known as cannabinoid deficiency, caused by 77 years of government interference via prohibition. Do you live in a medical cannabis state or the District of Columbia? Are you over the age of 18 and seeking non-toxic natural health, well-being, and peace of mind? Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. After 10,000 years of recorded human use and 77 years of failed prohibition on the world's most extensive, the results are in. Cannabis has no known lethal dose and is arguably the safest and most comprehensive therapeutic substance known to man. Cannabis remained in the United States pharmacopoeia until 1941, and cannabinoids are currently patented by the federal government as an anti-inflammatory U.S. patent 6630507. Human brains have cannabinoid receptors. Cannabinoids are lubricants in the human body. Due to prohibition, our bodies have been denied essential lubrication. Imagine never changing or adding to the oil in your car. The use of cannabis for low THC may cause immediate relief, including a general feeling of well-being, chronic smiling or laughing, feelings of euphoria, increased creativity or clarity, a greater appreciation for music and art, the desire to dance, increased feelings of inspiration, compassion, or unity, a need for truth and justice, or you may wake feeling more well-rested than usual. It's undetermined to know exactly how many symptoms the use of cannabis may alleviate because of federal prohibition. There were dozens identified in the 1909 Eli Lilly Pharmaceutical Handbook. Currently, over 80% of the population supports the right to use cannabis therapeutically, and 92% of its users have declared significant non-toxic relief. The most common side effects, which are usually mild to moderate and may fade or disappear completely over time, are dry mouth and drowsiness. Other more serious side effects can include growing and repairing brain cells and DNA or improve vision, may prevent Alzheimer's, dementia, glaucoma, nausea, and suicide, may provide relief from autism, asthma, anorexia, arthritis, AIDS, cancer, Crohn's, depression, epilepsy, fibromyalgia, gout, IBS, insomnia, MS, migraine, pain, Parkinson's, PTSD, and spasticity. Use caution while driving or doing other physical activities until you know how cannabis affects you. May cause paranoia or nervousness, specifically caused by real-life government intervention in your quest for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in the USA. Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. Brought to you as a public service announcement by the People's Plant, a campaign of conscience.
And we are back. We are back 3 minutes after the hour. It is a rainy, cloudy Monday in Rock Hill. That's why I put on the title. It's a Monday because my one of my speakers today had an emergency at the last minute, but they was nice enough to call and let me know, what the situation was and everything. And I understand that we all have things that come up in our life that we have to change course. But guess what? I gotta save you today. Ricky, I'm gonna say Ziggy. I got Ricky on my mic. I gotta contact him today. Ziggy contacted me. He seen my plea, and he wanted to talk to me today about his part in the cannabis world. Good afternoon, Ziggy. Ziggy, tell everybody who you are and where you calling from. So, good afternoon, Ricky. I know you're a cannabis patient like myself, and I know you got to be pretty excited right now about the bill that y'all currently have there in North Carolina. That's for sure. I'm supposed to be in Charlotte on the 10th at a town hall meeting there with the representative. Make sure I get this right. Rutherford, is it correct? I had to recheck, but anyway, I'm supposed to be there with him and at a town hall meeting there, and we going I'm quite sure if I'm being asked to come, medical marijuana will be on the docket. So I that's the only time I get asked to stuff like that when somebody wants to talk about cannabis. So yeah. Mm. Hey, but if you're not busy on Saturday when that town hall comes out, I personally invite you to come on. The more patients we can get, the better, because people need to understand that this plant saves lives. And now, especially in North Carolina with the opioid epidemic that they have going on there, it's like This is a necessity for people's lives. I mean, because what got to me is when they had on the news that they had to resuscitate two people in a bathroom in a grocery store there. That was really sad. Oh my God. Wait a minute. You've been turned over by not one, not two, but three different hospitals saying that the test was $5,000 and they couldn't do it. You come to North Carolina, they did it within 30 minutes to find out that you, oh man, that's ridiculous. Oh, hmm. I can understand that totally well because I have several friends to include myself. When it's like this today, it is totally miserable. And to be honest with you, Ziggy, since you seen me last, it's even worse now because I've had my third replacement and it's fresh. And with this pressure today, it's horrible. But yeah, man, I mean, that's the thing that I can't get people to comprehend and understand. You know, people like us, time is up. We need it, not yesterday, not debate about it. We need it now. And that's what I love about North Carolina. North Carolina fixed it where that they just couldn't kick this can down the road like they thought it was going to be the last time. They're trying to make it part of the Constitution. And that's really what I'm really excited about with this because South Carolina don't have nothing like that right now. Exactly. Matter of fact, I had Jennifer Evans on the show, and she was talking about her son Adam, and she was telling me in previous shows that she had been on, they didn't want her to mention his name. I'm like, you don't mention his name, how you related, da 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 da. Because it needs to be known about these people and what they do, and they just gonna have to understand that's something that we're not. I don't know you personally, but I'm not gonna sit around and take my time and go back and forth between Raleigh and Columbia just for my health. I mean, we've been doing this for a number of years, and look like these representatives that we voted for in either or state would understand that we got to get that done. You know what I'm saying? It's playtime is over. I mean, they just did an FDA study not too long ago that proves the fact that CBD oil is a medicine and CBD oil is derived from the cannabis plant. So guess what? Oh yeah, if they listen to me, we talked about the cannabis. If they've been following me these past going on 4 years now, they know about the cannabis because anything new that came out, and I love that bus. I just hate I didn't get a chance to see it. Excuse me. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, y'all got. Excuse me. It's been a rough day today. Forgive me. Wow, that's bad. Yeah, I'm okay. Got choked up for a second here, but like I was saying earlier, that bus. I mean, that bus got a lot of coverage across the country and everything. It was even. I believe. Did you see the article they had on High Times about that? The bus. They had an article about the bus in High Times, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I believe so. I had to go back and look for it, but I believe it was even talked about in High Times. And speaking of High Times, this is gonna be a good one for you because I know you remember how old this magazine is. Do you know the High Times magazine has changed owners? Yes, guess who it was sold to? It was sold to the Marleys. Yes. The numbers are not disclosed, and if you want to read it, go to hightimes.com and read that article. And also, it's on my Facebook page, and I'm going to also be sharing it on Miss Green Jeans page and also Twitter. I think I already shared it on Twitter. Yeah, but I thought that was pretty awesome. I've been a fan of that magazine since 1978. So they have got plenty of my money over the years. Please do, Ricky. Please do. Wow. So when I first met you, you was just coming into remission. Wow, that is amazing. Wow. I mean, God is good because I'm gonna tell you the reason why. You, Rebecca, and a few other people that is still, in the immediate area that I talk to on a regular basis. Y'all are survivalists, and cannabis was the plant. And I witnessed what Rebecca went through. I started witnessing what you've been through since you went through the chemo and the cannabis and everything. And I mean, and I know what my personal story is, and that's what bothers me about the whole thing, Ziggy, is the fact that all these different stories coming from different people from different walks of life, and we do everything in such a different way. And we got people that don't want to understand or don't want to believe what we're saying is real. Yeah, I know that's what makes it so special. I mean, Danny, well, I didn't know, and a lot of people won't say it out in public, but they'll tell me in private chat and everything else about how I've changed their mind about cannabis on the poster. You're on my page, so you know how often I post. I don't post as much as I used to, but I still post enough to let people know. The point is, now I bring it from different angles. And the point of it is, I don't want to leave nobody out. I bring it through this format. I bring it on my home. This is my personal page. I bring it off of, and then I have like maybe 9 other pages that I do in different ways to bring this point across and to bring this attention across. That it's that important that we need this plant. And I mean, people got to understand that. I mean, bottom line, playtime, like I cannot say it enough. Playtime is over, and our zip code shouldn't matter anymore because we live in our zip code of 29730, and whatever your zip code is, or and that's ridiculous. We all pay taxes in each state that has legalized cannabis. They're paying taxes and everything else. We pay taxes in North and South Carolina. Why can't we have access to this plant? Politics and racism should be left out of this as of now because they're backing an old law that is the most racist law in the books that they have right now. By far the most racist. And that's what scares me again, the big corporations. And with a lot of the laws that's being passed, people like you and me just can't go out and say, well, we're going to get 3 or 4 of our friends and we're going to invest. I mean, they just made changes. Matter of fact, I had a guest on the show last week, Eric from Minorities for Medical Marijuana, that was stating that they're changing the lighting systems and they're not letting anybody know. So when they go to get these inspections, they're going to say, you got to be EPA environment. That means hundreds of thousands of dollars. Most startup dispensaries don't have to switch over their lighting systems. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a level playing field, and we have to work hard to make sure it stays level. And I mean, for everybody's concern. Tomato plant. Um, now, if I'm worried about how many tomatoes I can grow in my backyard. Exactly. I mean, that's an understatement. I mean, we can grow. This is what I don't understand. We can grow as of now in North and South Carolina, but you want to say that me as a patient, I can't have premature and immature plants for my own personal use, or as medically treating myself. That's what I don't understand. Wow. Well, see, that's the thing that I love that you state that, because what people fail to realize is this: when you have a spouse that does not use that supports you on your effort, and I'm quite sure, just like your spouse, just as well as mine, it took maybe not as much as yours, but mine. It took some convincing for them to see, because like most people I tell, my husband does not consume neither at all. I mean, period. So does mine. Hmm. And see, that's what I love about you, Ziggy. You just like me. I wear a lot of cannabis paraphernalia, and I get the looks and everything. And I have a few people to stop me. I mean, younger people, especially, they stop me for obvious reasons, and then, I laugh at them for a second, and then I tell them who I am and why I do what I do, and why. Because I had was one gentleman that stopped me. Matter of fact, 2 weeks ago, I was at a convenience store here in Rock Hill, and I had on one of my shirts, and he said, "You know what?" He said, "I've seen you several times around here, with your cannabis wares on, and kind of interesting a woman of your age would do that. Who are you?" And I'm like, well, first of all, I appreciate that you notice that I am in my years. Thank you very much. And second of all, I said, are you ever on Facebook and Twitter? He said, yeah, I'm on it all the time. I said, you remember the girl in the pink hoodie? He said, yeah. He said, you was in front of DC smoking a joint. I said, yes, that is me. I said, when I'm here, I try to keep a laid back profile for obvious reasons, but I still wear my cannabis shirts and everything because cannabis saved my life. I'm a 22 survivor. I mean, we lose 22 deaths a day to opioid abuse and prescription drug use and God knows what else, and just suicide, you know. And I mean, I've been down that road, and I don't want nobody to go down that road. Cannabis saved my life. Matter of fact, I got into discussion today at a different convenience store with the store owner, and he went to a point, and it's one subject you should never go with in the South about religion and an old black lady. You don't do that. I don't care what country you're from. You about to get a lesson, homeboy. You know, he's talking about, well, I don't know what your God thinks, but my God, he don't believe that you should smoke cannabis. I said, well, my God believes everybody should be healed, and he was the one who created it. So tell your God that my God said he loves him. Thank you. I like that. That's right. No, wait a minute, hold up, Ziggy. Mine is uncensored, baby. Come on. Yeah, you know what, man? I mean, I think about me, you, Mad Dog, Todd, Rebecca, Tammy. I mean, wow. I mean, I just think about all you guys from North Carolina. I mean, wow. I mean, the lit. I could just keep naming names out the top of my head. Just in North Carolina, Jennifer. Oh, I mean, I don't want to forget nobody. Okay, just put it like this: in all of North Carolina, you know who you are, you know who you stand out with, you know you comment, you post, you do everything. I applaud you in everything you do, and the fight is almost over. We're so close. We're so close. Mm. Ziggy, you know you do your part too. Sharing is caring. When you call in the different shows, when you post, when you do the things that you do when you can, that's part of, and that's what makes this whole movement so special. And I mean, like I said, I thank 710 Radio and iHeartRadio for letting me do what I do the way I do it because that's the only way I know how. I mean, I got started doing this on Let's Talk Sports, but Ivy Keith, and that was the best thing that could ever happen in my life because the point is this: if it wasn't for Ivan, I wouldn't have met none of y'all. I mean, no, I mean, I'll never forget it. It's been 4 years now that this has been going on, and I'm ever so grateful because it changed my life to change other people's lives. And since I've been doing this, I've been, I mean, blessed beyond completely because I can always say I'm never lonely because I can always hit one of the people that's on my Facebook page. And when people say, you know, over 1,000 people, I'm like, yeah, 90% of them I smoke with. How many people you know can say they have smoked with almost 90% of their Facebook fans or Facebook friends? That's unheard of. That's unheard of. And I was looking back and thinking about some of the people that I watched move on, you know, even though we're separate, but we still communicate one way or the other, and how they have grown into the cannabis movement. It is just incredible. And I just beam with a smile, and then people be telling me, well, you did so much. I don't see this, I see this to me as therapy. I see this as sharing the truth about cannabis. I see this by helping others because maybe that one person is trying to get that other person to try cannabis and they done thought of every way they can. And maybe, just maybe, I can share something on one of these shows to get them to face facts and try cannabis. I mean, I tell this story a lot, but like I said, it's personal with me in more ways than one. My dad suffers with COPD plus diabetes and some other stuff. You know, he's up in age, and we're trying to get it passed in Georgia. I have a friend down there that's a canamedic. Make sure you tune in to Wednesday show. You'll really love him. He is very informative, and yes, he is. They got their act together now. I got to give them that. I mean, I get a chance to talk to them. Anna Mary and Sharon Raven, and she's listened to the show. Hello, Sharon. I can't wait to talk to you again. Yeah, Sharon is good, and that's what I'm talking about right there, Ziggy. I mean, think about it. When we first met, you know, we were talking among ourselves, and remember, I used to talk about we need to talk to more than just ourselves. Remember that? I mean, everything is chronicalized for a reason. I mean, and now I get to talk to people all over the world. I'm still trying to work out logistics between us. We got an appointment with Australia, believe it or not. Ancient J and Bob want to talk to us here in America, and we're trying to work out the logistics somehow to get that show to happen. If I had to ask a favor from one of my stations to do it because it's just that important. They want to talk to us about what's going on in Australia, and we want to talk back. So we're trying to work out the logistics of that show. And any other country that would love to come, you know, call in, hey, I'll get up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning to do the show. That's not a problem. We can pre-record it. I mean, I would love that opportunity. And that's what's so amazing about this plant. I've had the opportunity to meet people from other countries that I mean, my husband's retired now. And I miss the fact, you know, of going around from different place to place and getting to meet these different people. And now that I'm getting to do it and educating people and talking to people about a plant that I know that helps and cures everybody, it's doggone skippy. I mean, it's therapy, it's enjoyable, it's life, it's my life, and I'm loving it. Yeah. And that's the thing that hurts the most. I have people that hit me up every day in private message asking me where can they find cannabis and how can I help them to get cannabis from another state. And I mean, all this ridiculous stuff. And, let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen. I know the police listen to me on a regular basis. I know all this. And it ain't the point that we don't want to help. It's the point that I'm not gonna go to jail for you. I mean, that's just bottom line. You're asking me to break the law in this state, and I can't do that. Now, listen, what I do in my house is my business. You know what I'm saying? And how I get. There you go. Nope. And that's the thing. Yeah, and it's as selfish as that sounds. We live in those states that put us. I mean, they literally throw away the key. And like I tell anybody, I don't keep no more than I can eat. I don't keep no more than I can eat. If I hear the doorbell ring, God forbid, or the knock on the door, they're gonna be disappointed because they're gonna be practicing. Mm. Oh wow. Mm. Yeah, now they've had some incidents where they have broke into people's houses and everything, and they were growing vegetables like you did. So yeah, that is possible. But actually, yes, hydroponically speaking, how did you get that set up like that? I mean, wow, in your basement? How did you get that set up to grow your vegetables like that? Mm, right. Ew! Nah, I pass. Yeah, I can understand that. But wow, you taught me something new. Well, it sounds like you got it down to a science, my friend, and that's what I've been trying to tell people. With using cannabis and art, I have, like I said, I had Eric. He was talking about the art therapy. You and me both. I think we talked several times. I got some tomato plants, and I got some pepper plants, and I got some all type of pepper plants, from bell peppers to jalapeno peppers, and everything growing right now on little containers on my deck this year because I'm unable to go out there and work in the soil due to the knee replacement. I figured I had to plant something, so I got these like containers that you can buy from Home Depot or Lowe's. One was like a 4x6 container that you can put on the deck or balcony and grow your vegetables in it. And then you can grow tomatoes in pretty much anything. So I got two big old pots of tomatoes, which I'm growing as well. And that's therapy for me. I mean, that's relaxation. And I missed the point that I can't grow cannabis here. I know how, but I can't, and I ain't getting locked up for it. I mean, if you can grow, let me tell you like this: if you can grow tomatoes, you can grow cannabis. That's just being honest about it. Mhm. Yeah, I could understand. I mean, it's depressing myself. I worked up until this last year when my knee replacement just said that's enough. You can't do it anymore. And when you get that third one, that's pretty much it. You can't, they already, it's sad when your doctor is talking to you and the next words come out of his mouth is that have you um have you applied for your disability? That realization truly, and that's sad. I mean, you gotta be dead done or almost, or whatever the case may be for them to want to give you the money. Especially if you work. That's what I'm talking about. You work for it and they don't want you to have it. And I don't understand that. Yeah, that's how they do. I mean, I got denied. This will be my fifth try. I've been denied because I try every 2 years. I think I'll get it this time because, as I said, this is my third knee replacement, and I have no other choice. Because if I fall or anything, that's my butt. If anything else happens, it's really bad as well. So I mean, honestly, truly speaking, I just. It's a rough life, and that's what keeps me. Like I said, this doing these shows like this is therapy for me because the fact is this: it gives me something to do. I can sit at my own pace. I need to get up and move around for a second because my leg is stiffening up, or whatever the case may be. I can. I work at my own pace. I pull my own stories. I pull everything myself. It gives me a hand-on experience with everything, and the fact is, I get the chance to talk to everybody that I know that I don't know, and it's about getting this plan out here and getting people educated and informed. And for those who don't know, maybe a possibility to help somebody to tell people how to go out and be an activist. How to maybe in future shows I'm looking at having different people from dispensaries or whatever talk to people about this plan as well. I mean, I want to be as well as entertainment. I want it to be as education as well. And a lot of people don't read these laws. I'm finding out more and more, and I understand they're boring as hell, and that's why I do it because a lot of people want to understand. So I'm not trying to, suicide them on their laziness, but however, I'm trying to keep them informed with them. Say, well, maybe we want to look that a little more. That's why I don't mind giving out the bill numbers or telling them partly about the bill. If you don't believe me, read yourself situations because sometimes you got to give people just that little extra push. You're exactly right, because everybody that I know on this planet has lived as a teenager here in the United States, that's the first drug choice they have. I've talked to people as age as 11 years old that has tried alcohol before they tried a cannabis joint or a blunt. Tell me what kid didn't. Yes, it would. I mean, could you imagine the commercials? We get ready to go into football season. That's something I got to sit down and work on today. Is I'm running finna run a campaign for the NFL against the NFL because Roger Goodell, as you know, is against cannabis for his athletes, and I think that's ridiculous considering all the bone breaks and concussions and everything else these guys going through, and they want to use cannabis as a healing medicine. No, they want those stuff on opiates. So it's gonna be a green shirt campaign. I'm asking everybody that are wearing their favorite team color to wear a green shirt. They can get it printed, with their favorite team on the shirt, printed, spray painted, or however they want to do it. But as long as it's a green shirt, give a message to Mr. Goodell. Hey, listen, we're fans true enough, but we're also cannabis supporters. So knock it off. And I would love to see them put in all that extra money they're making because they're a nonprofit corporation and they're making billions of dollars each year. And they don't want their players to get the help. This is what I challenge them to do. I challenge them after this campaign, for the first kickoff day and wherever. I challenge them to donate money to every cannabis program out there to bring awareness about cannabis because the point is this. If anybody should be out there being activists for this, I should be our professional athletes. But they make multi-million dollars each year for these teams, and they only put maybe 15% back into the communities. That's not enough. It's just not enough. I'm a huge fan. I mean, my teams are the Carolina Panthers and the Florida Gators, and I cheer both of them. And I've seen the controversy on both sides, the professional and the college level, especially the college level, living in a college town. And I've seen how they've had diversity among players. A white player gets caught with cannabis, he gets a slap on the wrist. He might get suspended, gets to come back a team. African American or Latino gets caught with cannabis, guess what? That's his career over. We're leading it 3-1. We're the minority and I'm sad to say you're right. You're exactly right, Ziggy. I mean, and that's the point. I'm driving this message home. It ain't the point that I'm a racist because I'm not. The point is this: you have to get the message home in any way possible. But for people to realize that Latinos and blacks are being locked up because of the color of their skin and because of this plant. You know, if you took all the African Americans and Latinos and you could put all of them in college and fill the colleges up in the United States, we have over 2 million people, over 2 million incarcerated in prisons over a plant. That's ridiculous. And some are still serving life sentences. And that's what's heartbreaking. Exactly. Or keep your head down and keep driving on. I mean, the point is this, it gotta stop. I mean, 40 plus years in my lifetime of seeing this go down is enough. I've seen family members fall apart. It ain't because of the cannabis use, it's because of the law that's written and how they're written against us. I mean, unless you got this is how it goes in the system. And I mean, let's be honest about it. If you got a public pretender, hear me, pretender, not defender, pretender. You pretender. If you got a public pretender, you can forget it. If you got money enough to you blessed enough to have money for a lawyer, you might get probation. You might. And you better have a darn. The more money you pay for that lawyer, the better service you get. And they can say what they will about it is true. But if you got to have a public pretender in your county, I'm gonna tell you like this: if you ain't a religious man or woman, you better get that quick because you gonna need that. I mean, that's just bottom line. Because these public pretenders have so many cases on their case of all you is a number in a face. Yep. No, it's not, and that's where people fail to realize the system has been broke so long it's ridiculous. I mean, I hate to say it. You need to take the whole system and throw it out and start over new. Yep. Yeah, he did. Exactly. Hey, Ziggy, we got our time is just about up for the day. You got an email or something anybody want to hit you up at? Got your fabulous t-shirts that you have. If you ain't seen his shirts, go to Ziggy's Facebook page or he's got a page. Go for it, Ziggy. All right, Ziggy, I love you and thank you for taking time out with me today. All right. All right. All right. Bye bye now. Hey guys, you got a chance to listen to Ziggy today. He was outstanding. I mean, every time I hear Ziggy's story, I still get teared up. For the fact is, I didn't know, when he was showing me his tattoos and everything, I really didn't know he had been through so much. So that was really touching for me to find out a little background. And that's why, like I said, I love doing what I do each day because I get informed as well as you get informed about information. And I learned a little bit more about hydroponic growing. I guess you can go on YouTube and check out Ziggy's videos for yourself. I know I am since it's Monday, and I'm not going out too far in this rain. And that's what it's starting to do right now. It's starting to rain again. Hey guys, this is my time today. I hope you enjoyed the show. I know I did. Tune in tomorrow. I had to check my calendar to see who we got going. Like I said, it's been a Monday, y'all. You know what? I have friends like Ziggy that pulls me out the fire, and I'm so blessed to have them in my life. And for all my other cannabis friends, thank you so much for supporting us the past few years, helping me learn, grow, and educate, and to spread the word about how beautiful this plant is and how it can help others. And now that we have a hemp bill, hopefully we can get these bills passed in North and South Carolina so we can be like the rest of the country, be able to medicate in peace, not worrying, looking behind our back each time we decide we have to go out and get our medication from means that's not safe at all. Currently, they're chasing patients here in North and South Carolina into the black market, which black market is thriving each year. It does not pay no taxes. It does not create schools or anything else. It's just lining the pockets of possibly other countries, and we don't want to do that, guys. We want to keep that money here in the good old U.S. of A. We want to go ahead and grow our schools, our roads, our buildings, and everything that's crumbling around us with our tax dollars that's growing from a plant that we know that is safe from no toxins or extra hormones or whatever else they want to put in that bad boy. Personally, I don't want it. I want to know what's growing soil, whatever else need to be grown. And I don't know the complete formula, and I'm not going to give it out because I ain't trying to go to jail. Oh, with that said, guys, hey, y'all always know what I say. You're not free. We're not free until everybody's free. What I mean is this: if I'm a patient in Colorado, but I'm illegal here in South Carolina, there's a problem. So we're not free. When it said the United States of America, how can you be united when 29 states in the District of Columbia has cannabis and the rest of them don't? South, wake up, guys. It's time for us to get cannabis. This is Miss Green Jeans, better known as Rosemary on Rosemary World Cannabis. Thank you, 710 Radio. Thank you, iHeartRadio. This is my time. I'm out.